Coach, disappointing performance tonight against Sheffield Sharks. How do you assess it?
Yeah, I mean, it was a loss, at home. We haven't had a lot of those. I think it was really a game of runs. I think two physical teams going against each other. I think it was great for the fans to watch. We had opportunities to close out the game. We're up by 3, and a couple of shots go, and we can win the game. But I think credit to Sheffield. I think they did a good job of keeping us out of the lane, and they shot the ball really well in our lane, 70%. I thought we defended really well at times, and we forced them to 21 turnovers. We were able to get a lot of points in transition, and we were able to get some second chances as well, particularly in the second half. But it was a difficult game for us, and also losing Mike, that was tough as well, as part of the game, as well as the foul trouble as well. But we kept on battling, and I think it's a testament to the character. We cannot be high on the wins and really low on the losses. This is part of the process. This is part of the game, and now it's about next week. We've got to have short memory. We've got to bounce back, and we've got another home game against Surrey before we go on the road a little bit. So it's unfortunate. But at the same time, we had our opportunity to win the game, and the BBL is a tough league. Every game is a difficult game, and Sheffield did things today that put us in difficult situations, and we were able to deal with it. And I need to look back at the game. As a team, we need to look at it and what we can do, things to improve on. We're not the finished product. I've said that before. We want to keep on improving, and this week was very positive coming into the game. And I think we just got to make sure we keep on approaching things this way and keep on improving and just taking on to the next game.
Yeah, you guys were resilient the whole way through, and even after going down by 10 points, to bring it back and really down the stretch make it a tight game as well. Credit has to go to their defence as well. They showed why they're the top defensive team in the league this year.
Yeah, I think it was two good defensive teams. I mean, statistically, they're the number one defence, but I think both teams' defences stepped up at different times of the game, basically. It was a fun game. It was a close game. It felt a little bit like a playoff game. It had that kind of feel to it. We look forward to playing them again. They're a good basketball team. They've been playing some really good basketball recently, and they pose a different challenge for us. And I think this is part of us learning what we need to do against teams like that. So I think this is going to be valuable for us in the future in terms of how we can improve as a basketball team. They got this one, and as I said, we've got to have short memory now, and we've got to turn our full attention to next week's game against Surrey.
Just finally, we mentioned Mike Miller earlier in the interview. What can you tell us about him, and how long can we expect him to be out for?
It's an ankle injury. We just got to assess it over the next few days and see where we are. We're hopeful that he might be playing on Friday, but it's one of those things that we just got to see how it progresses throughout the week.